welcome back to another YouTube video. So it's June. When did that happen? May felt like the longest month of my life. Why? No idea. But May was long. Don't remember much of April. March? I also don't really remember much, but like, how are we in June already of 2025? Like, that is insane. But we're here. So this is a little like catch up on what's been going on last 6 months. Like, we're 6 months in and we got 6 months to go. So in the last 6 months, what has been going on? Not much, honestly. I started working from home in January. So working from home in the sense that I work for my parents' companies, businesses, stuff like that. I run all of social media, so I'm a social media manager because I got fired. We're not gonna get into any of the details. I believe I was wrongfully fired. There's a lot of things in that decision that we're just not gonna speak on. But I was talking about at the beginning of the year, if you go back and watch my first video of the year, which is like Hello 2025, that video, I was talking about how I wanted to start working for myself, or like to have the opportunity to build my content this year. And I guess, you know, being fired was part of that plan because it just pushed me right into doing all of my own content, which is great. So it was a blessing in disguise, I'm pretty sure. And then in February, I think also, February I dyed my hair from like the blonde color that I had for my birthday to black. And there's actually, I don't think you can see it right now because like of how my hair is, but I missed like a whole patch of brown in my hair, which it actually is kind of cute because it's like an unintentional skunk stripe in my hair, which may or may not become intentional soon. We'll see. But anywho, I dyed my hair in February from the blonde to black, just because I feel like black is more versatile. Like, I wanted to dye my hair for the longest to that blonde color that I did for my birthday back in October. But when I wanted to get braids, I didn't want to get like that, I'm saying blonde, but it was really brown. I don't know. But I didn't want to get braids that color because I was like, later on, or either braids or like extensions or whatever, I was like, I don't want to get that color hair because that's just a whole thing in itself. Like, that was a custom color. So having to find color similar to that, I didn't want to have to go through that fight. So I was like, you know what? Let's just dye the hair back black. So we did that. Very chaotic video. So if you haven't seen that one, go watch her. So I dyed my hair back to black, and then in February I celebrated my 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend. So I went down to see him where he lives at, and we hung out for like 10 days, I think it was. I think it was originally, it was supposed to be like 7 days, but then I think the night before I was supposed to leave, we went out and got dinner, and I was like, I really just don't want to go home yet. And he was like, well, why don't you like see if it's cool with your parents if you extended your stay for like 3-4 days or whatever. And I was like, you know what, that's not a terrible idea. So we rang up the parents, we called them, and they were like, yeah, y'all grown, figure it out, or y'all can do it. And we're like, okay, cute. But I still live with them, so I was like, I still want to ask, you know, just to be respectful or whatnot. So I ended up staying there for a couple extra days, and that was really nice because being long distance, I mean, if you know, you know, but it is rough. We'll do a video about being long distance just in itself, and we'll talk about that. We'll insert some questions, have some answers. We'll have a discussion about that. But I was really excited to stay those extra few days with him because it was nice, you know? So then I came back home, and we was chilling, we was vibing. I don't remember what happened in March. Let's see if we can scroll through pictures and that'll jog some type of memory. Let's see. March was a pretty chill month. I went to a hockey game in March. And And the last time I went to a hockey game was over 10 years ago, I believe. I only remember it because of the picture. So I think I really just remember the picture, not the actual memory itself. But I went to a hockey game for like the Texas Stars out here in Austin. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. It was interesting. Like, I didn't know that hockey, like fighting in hockey was a thing. And so like everybody was like egging the people on to fight. And I was like, what is happening? Like, they're fighting and we're cheering. But, you know, it is what it is. What else? What else? Oh, I also cut my hair. Oh, hello, Lilo. You want to say hello? Can you say hello? How about? How about? So you can say hi. Up. Oh! Say hi. All right. If you're gonna be in here, you gotta chill. Cut my hair in March. I don't know why this always happens, but basically around March, between March and June, I think, so far, I believe every year, I have cut my hair back to being a bob length. I don't know what about it. I feel like that's my grown woman haircut. So I feel like a grown woman with my bob, so that could be it. But my hair wasn't too long, so I didn't cut too much off. I probably cut like an inch or two, maybe 2 inches off. But I told myself that I wasn't gonna cut my hair this year, and I ended up cutting my hair this year. So we're gonna try again for next year to keep away from the scissors and let my hair actually grow out, because I've just been cutting it to bob length for the last few years. Ever since I originally got it, I don't think I put the scissors down. So the goal is to not cut my hair again in the next 6 months. So let's see what happens there. You know, I can dye it and do all that other fun stuff, but as far as actually cutting it, we're not gonna do that. I got more piercings in March. Yes, yeah. In March, I got this. No, not this one. This one over here. I don't know if you're gonna see it, but I got the 3rd hole, and then I got this rook piercing in here. So, you know, T. I originally wanted the industrial, but apparently my ear, the flap or whatever, doesn't flip over enough for it to stay. So like they was like, we can try if you really want to. I was like, well, what's the point? So we just didn't do it. And then my friend got married in April. That video is also on my thing. What's it called? I don't know. Like when you view your channel or when you go to my channel, that video is also on there, so you can go watch that one. And then there was Easter. We always do something big for Easter. So we are not always, but usually we have like some type of family get together. So we had a crawfish boil. We had some people over. We had some games and stuff. We had food. Fun family time there. Really, really nice. End of April, I went back to see my boyfriend. And I ended up staying there for 2 weeks this time. Because I was like, why not? Now, like, the good thing about not having a clock in or not having like a 9 to 5 or being able to work from home, I can take all of my stuff with me when I go to see him and just work from wherever I'm staying at. It's the end of April and the beginning of May, which is why I think May felt so long, because I was with him for the first 2 weeks of May. And then we came back and it was Mother's Day and we had like a little Mother's Day thing happening here. And then the rest of May just kind of dragged. I don't know why, but it just felt like it dragged out the rest of May. And then when I got back after Mother's Day, my little brother graduated from high school. And he's going off to college here in a couple of months. Oh, so sad, but actually so happy. Love him to death, but you know, he's a little brother, so that's self-explanatory in itself. So he graduated. Okay, are you leaving now? All right. There you go. So that happened in May, and then I went, ooh, excuse me. And then I went to see my other friend graduate from college. I'm so stinking proud of her. She got her bachelor's, I believe. And she's going to get her master's soon. But I went and I got to see her walk the stage. I was also there to see her walk the stage for high school, and then I saw her graduate, or this time for college, and she's going to graduate again in a couple of years, or however many years it is, I don't know. To get her master's. So proud of her. She did her big one, being a scientist and all. And then what else happened? That was basically it. And now we're in June. I feel like it just kind of like, it was slow but fast at the same time. But like, we're 6 months in. Like, how are y'all doing? It is June. How are we doing in June of 2025? 6 months into 2025. It's great. I don't know about y'all, but it was great over here. Like, we're doing good. So for as far as like the next 6 months, I don't really have any big expectations of myself. I'm just kind of like flowing with life as it's happening, and you know, I'm here for that. We're obviously trying to boost the content, y'all. The YouTube, getting like things to pop off on YouTube is so much harder than I thought, versus like, I've been doing reels and TikToks and stuff. Those, I'm stuck in 300 and 400 view jail on TikTok, so we're working on trying to get out of there. But as far as like Instagram, I've been doing a lot of reels recently and like being more active on my Instagram, and that has been showing a lot as far as me like putting out my content and all that stuff. And I've been seeing a lot of the, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. But I've been seeing a lot of, I guess, growth on my page. Like, I gained like 10 followers in a week, I think, which is big. So clap it up. Okay. We're celebrating the little wins over here. So in 2025, the little things are to be celebrated. Guys, on YouTube, like I said, it's been hard trying to like launch it really and get it up there and stuff like that. But my biggest thing right now is that I am 1 subscriber away from 100, and then we'll do like 100 video, because this is big. Like, this is something to be celebrated. So right now we're at 99. So I've been posting on my Instagram story to see if I can get more followers or subscribers on YouTube, because I'm literally 1 away. Like, I need 1 person to subscribe, and I'm hoping that by the time I post this video, it'll be over 100 subscribers. So be on the lookout, and we'll see. We'll do something special for 100 subscribers. But special how? I don't know. We might do like a little photo shoot or something. We'll do, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, which hopefully isn't too far away from right now. But we're gonna get there. You know, YouTube been popping off whenever I do post on there. I've been doing more shorts on there than actual videos, which are all doing great, which is amazing. So I'm seeing a lot of traction from those, and I'm just keeping it up. We're just, you know, we're not slacking, or we're doing our best not to. We're doing better than we were at the beginning of the year. I think by this point we're being more consistent. We're working. We have goals. There's like Thursdays, which is today, is my actual like content day. So I do all of my content on Thursdays, whether it's editing or actually going to get content, scheduling videos. Something I've learned, just a little trick, a little tip for y'all. If you're trying to get into this content thing, I saw a video that said go through like your camera roll and find videos and make content out of the videos you already have. So stop trying to like find something so original every time, which yes, still go for your original ideas. Those are still worth the watch, but work smart and not hard. That's what my mom always says. Work smart and not hard. So go back in your camera roll, find videos, or like think, like I have a lot of videos. I take a lot of videos all the time. So I just go through my camera roll, find videos, and make a video out of the video. And boom and bomb, that's content for the week. And I take, like I said, I take a lot of videos. So I have like 6 or 7 videos in my phone. That's 1 every day of the week. And then boom, that's content for the week. And it's not like I had to go out of my way or go spend extra money to make it. I just, you know, boom, there it is. So that is my goal for the next 6 months, is to work smart and not hard when it comes down to content, coming up with these ideas, yes, to post and make these videos about, but also using what I already have in my catalog to post. So that's my 6 months in. We're going into our last 6 months of the year. Not just yet, because we're in June. When July starts, then we'll be in the last 6 months. But that's what's going on. So thank y'all, everyone, all 99 of you guys that have been subscribed to the channel, that have been watching the videos and liking them and reposting and sharing and commenting, all those things. Thank y'all so much for that. It means way more than you know, because I'm over here trying to start something and make a living for myself, and it wouldn't be possible without all 99 of y'all. So thank you so much. Give your own self a round of applause. You deserve it. But yes, so if you're new to this channel, you're watching me just yap on, welcome. Subscribe to the channel. It means, like I said, a lot. Make sure you have on your post notifications turned on. So make sure when you hit the bell, you hit all, so you get notified every single time I post a video, whether it's a short or an actual video. And then also go over to my Instagram and follow me on there too. Also go over to my TikTok, because I post videos there too. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And now that we're 6 months in, let's finish out these next 6 months strong.